Yes, ma'am, please start.
Ma'am, you need to unmute.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and namaste to one and all. Welcome to Comprehensive Development Series 8. Before we start our today's session, I would like to congratulate IDM group of companies, Mr. Ravi Shankar Kumar sir and the team for completing a wonderful 2 years journey in the field of education. Congratulations, sir. I want to just applaud for the same. Thank you so much. Now, today's, as all the speakers know, that today's topic is the personality development, one of the very, very prominent topic, and everyone want to listen this particular topic. Everyone is very curious. Even I discussed today with my students that I'm the moderator for today's topic. They were so, ma'am, please share the recording with us also. We also want to listen how we can improve ourselves. So definitely I'm going to share this particular link with them tomorrow. Let me introduce you with all today, our panelists. I know they are already very well-known personalities, but it's my immense pleasure to introduce them again. So we have our first panelist today is Mrs. Sutapa Nandi ma'am here. Welcome, ma'am. Sutapa Nandi ma'am is a dreamer, an achiever, a mother, a motivator, speaker. She is a believer. She's a coach with a mission. She's a coach with a mission that she wants to transform everyone's life to their best version. That is a really great thing, ma'am. That's a really great mission. She is a certified grooming and the personality development coach. She's a certified deep parenting coach. She's a certified makeup artist, aviation trainer, and a certified NEP practitioner. It's really very nice, ma'am. And her experience in all the fields are so much. I actually, when I'm going through her brief introduction, it was so good to know about that ma'am is like everywhere. So she's having a 15 years of flying experience as a cabin crew and as a cabin director in Oman here. She is having a 4 years of experience in grooming managers and style brand developers in Oman here. She's also having the experience of 3 years as a personality development and a grooming coach. I don't know how much I am going to tell you about ma'am. It's like a big line. So we are really fortunate having you here. Even she is an anchor in a Doordarshan TV channel. She is founder of the Leap to Learn coaching training. She is holding a counseling academy also. She is a co-founder of the Mount Drive event company also. And she is almost an international speaker. So I think if I'm going to continue, ma'am, then you don't get the time to speak. So all the speakers of today's particular series, I know you are very well versed with your topics, very well experienced in this particular field. I'm going to now hand the mic to Ms. Spatna Nandi, ma'am. All stages are yours, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Anita Kaul, ma'am, for a warm welcome and such a welcoming and a warm introduction. And heartiest congratulations to IDYM. In addition, gratitude to IDYM and Ravi sir for conducting such series day by day and let us and give us an opportunity to learn every day and make sure that we all bring learning as a continuous process in our life. Congratulations to each one of you, Rachna ma'am, Tejal ma'am, and I'm looking forward to hear all two of you and other speakers as well. Without wasting a moment, personality development is a topic for today. And I would say this is one of the lovable topic and a very close to my heart topic. And if I'm allowed to, I can speak for like days and days and hours and hours. I think Rachna ma'am has heard me even before speaking on personality development. All right, so it's again my pleasure and my honor to speak on this topic. Let's not waste a moment, and I will start with this magical and a beautiful topic, that is personality development. Who know you is how much influence you have. Who you are is how much personality you have. Now think about this. The entire education system teaches us what you know and a little bit of who you know. You spend 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, even more working on what you already know. Practically no time on who you are and who knows you. They never teach us how to build influence or how to develop personality. Even though the research has proved, and it's very clear, that we can be successful in life only if we have influence and personality. In fact, one study which has been done in Carnegie Institute of Technology, it has proved that 85% of your career success depends on your influence and personality. And it's only 15% that is depending on your technical, or you must say academic education. But why is it so that we spend all these years mugging up things, or only looking at what degrees we are getting and only developing our academics and not focusing on the influence and the personality part? So it's high time, and this is the need of the hour, that we should understand that personality and influence is an integral part for our success. What does personality development means? Let's understand that a little bit. Personality is a combination of all the qualities that makes you different from others, in simple words. And development means any kind of change or positive growth. And when we talk about personality development, it's a big umbrella. It's a kind of a multi-dimensional tool which has a lot of skills, techniques, methods, how we can develop our personality. I would like to say that it's not an overnight process. It's an ongoing process which has to be done, where we need to invest time, energy, and implement and incorporate those skills in our daily life so that we can develop our personality. When we talk about personality, one important thing is confidence. So I would like to start with confidence. 7 questions that I would like to ask to evaluate your confidence. Are you able to ask for what you want? Would you take a position if you don't have any prior experience in that particular position? Do you get gripped by fear, uncertainty, or self-doubt? Do you take risk in life easily? Are you able to receive feedback or criticism constructively? Do you seek validations externally? And last but not the least, can you say no with ease to anyone? If it's yes to all, fantastic, then you are sorted. But if there's even a single no, you need to start your journey of change, of transformation, of building confidence, of growing, and of developing your personality. Life changes. You lose love, you lose friends, you lose pieces of yourself that you have never even thought or imagined that I can even live without them. And then, without you even realizing, these pieces comes back. New love enters, better friends comes along, and a stronger, wiser you is staring back in the mirror. So let's all start accepting the change and be open to change. Whenever we get a chance, let's change. If you live in the same pattern, how can we expect a different result? If we are always living in the comfort zone, how can we expect an outcome which we have not done? So come out of the comfort zone, do something which you are uncomfortable about, and accept the change, accept the outcome, and accept the result. I would like to share a small story about an eagle. An eagle lives up to the age of 70 years. After 30 years of flying, there comes a stage where the eagle is not able to fly anymore with the same pride, because the feathers gets heavy, the talons gets heavy. The eagle at that moment has two choices, either to change or to die. The eagle chose the option of change. And the eagle flies up into the mountains. It starts plucking its feathers. It's a 150 days process. The eagle goes up to a process of 150 days. Indeed, it's a very painful process, plucking its own feathers. However, after those 150 days, there comes a day when the eagle sees the change and it can fly for next 30 years. The same way it was flying previously. So here is a lesson for us that yes, some changes are painful. Some changes are difficult. Some changes are not acceptable in the initial stage. However, whenever we feel that the change is difficult, that means we are in the right direction. So we need to trust the process. We need to understand that if we are seeing a change in myself, if I'm seeing a change in myself, I'm definitely going to see an end result which will be fruitful for my life. So are you ready to reborn? Are you ready to see the change in yourself? So what are the factors that stops us from changing? Let's understand that. If you find the why, you can find the way. It's a very strong statement. The first point would be that stops us from changing is beliefs, our believing system. Every belief you have defines and determines you. And the only way how we can change our belief is to try doing things which we haven't done before and then reinforcing. We need to change our mindset from the fixed mindset to the growing mindset. Your mindset is what sets the tone for everything. Changing your mindset is going to change your life. What we think and what we believe is what we act upon. Change your perspective from now on. Anything, anytime negative happens, don't think that, why is it happening to me? Why me? We always think, why is it happening to me? But instead of saying, why me? I would rather ask, how can I change it? What is it that I can control this negative situation? Or else I would ask myself, what is the positive in that negative situation? People are always after changing the circumstances. We are desperate to change people around us, but we are not willing to change ourselves. And therefore, we remain bound. The way you look and perceive the world, you need to bring the changes in yourself. Second would be fear. There are different kinds of fear in our life. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of responsibility, fear of judgment, fear of ruin, fear of regret. But what is this fear? From where does this fear comes from? This fear comes from our own mental block and experiences? Is it the lack of resources or the lack of opportunities or the lack of support? Or is it those mental block that is stopping us from moving forward? Are we tired with those imaginary ropes of doubt, fear, and hesitation? We certainly need to work on the external parameters to be successful in life. However, what is more important is that we work on our mindset, that we work on how we can untie our mental blocks and expedite the journey towards our goal. I would say there are two definitions to this fear, or I could say the two full forms of fear. One is face everything and run. And the second one, face everything and rise. So it's up to us what we want to choose in our life. We are a social animal, and as social species, acceptance, validation, belongingness, it is all in our DNA. It's very important for us that whenever we do something, we will always think that whether this outcome is going to be positive or not. And secondly, whether it will be accepted by my friends, by my family, by people around me. So we are basically stopping ourselves from doing a thing because someone else is judging on it. Someone else is already deciding what the outcome is going to be. You can't say no to pleasing people. You have rejection issues. If you are not able to say no when it's required, that means you have rejection issues. If you can't take risk in life, that means you have rejection issues. It is very rightly being said that the best weight you will ever lose is the weight of other people's opinion in our life. Learn to say no to others whenever you say no to yourself. Learn to say no without over-explaining yourself. To me, I would say rejection is another name of redirection. Fear of responsibility. We fear that we are responsible for our lives. Yes, we are, but not everything, whatever is happening in our life. We have the full power of our life, but we cannot control everything happening in our life. What we can control is how we can respond to what is happening. So there is a saying that events plus responses or reactions is equal to outcome. So E plus R is O. What does it mean? Very simple. That anything happening in our life, sometimes it is controllable, sometimes it's not. However, the way we respond to it is always in our control. And the result or the outcome of the event always depends on how we react to it. So let's focus on the response part more than what is happening to us. Because every difficulty, in between that difficult phase, there's always an opportunity. So let's grab that opportunity and look forward and see the positive side of it. Next would be fear of judgment or fear of failure. When you do something, you are afraid whether it will be liked by people, liked by audience, or am I going to be right? Am I going to be wrong? Am I going to say something which people might not understand? Or maybe I'm going to make some mistakes, people will laugh. This happens generally a lot amongst children. So we need to make them understand that if you don't say, if you don't try, you will not even understand whether you can say or not. So let's not focus on whether it's right or wrong. Let's focus on, let me give a try. So confidence is all about, yes, I can do it. Because to me, I would say the can't, C-A-N-T, the T in that can't is try. So if you try, you can. And there's no failure. You either win or you learn. We all know that. So if you read all the success stories, I'm sure all of us have read so many success stories in our life. And if the success story book, let's say, comprises of 10 chapters, we'll see that the first 9 are all talking about failure. Then why is it known as a success story book? We should name it as a failure story. But the last chapter is always about the success. So which signifies, and very significantly, we can see that it's all the failures, it's all the experiences that a person gains, and then he or she becomes successful in life. Next is
nice.
Procrastination. Procrastination is something which we all do at some point of time. We all know that this is important, but we'll still procrastinate, we'll delay things. The triple E to be followed in procrastination. Yesterday was a day of experience. Today is a day of experiment. And tomorrow will be a day of expectation. We delay things, and what makes us do so is by thinking of the outcome first. Every time you take an action, the result happens twice. Whenever we think of an event or an occasion or taking any action in our life, the result happens twice. Once here in our mind, even before the event has happened, and the second when it's actually happening. So let's delete the first, which is happening here. Let's not focus on the outcome first. Let's give our best. Let's be an action taker. Let's not be just thinkers and procrastinate on the important and the prioritized things in our life. Because when we procrastinate, we miss on the important part. And then what is left later? Just regret. So let's not come to a position where we regret of our own deeds, that I would have done it, or if I would have done it. So let's delete these ifs and buts from our life. You start the moment you get a chance and an opportunity. If you have choices, when we procrastinate, we can follow few ways how we can delete procrastination. First is Pomodoro Technique. What is it, Pomodoro Technique? Very simple. 30 minutes, where we divide that 30 minutes into 25-5. So 20 minutes, we are going to do that task. 5 minutes, we are going to do a revision of the task, what we have done. And the last 5 minutes, we are going to take a break. If we follow the Pomodoro Technique, we can focus and we can do our task in a better way. Let's not deviate from, or let's not distract from the important task in our life, and make a to-do list, what is important and what is priority in our life. You need to break down of bigger goals. It happens with all of us when we are standing on the ground, and when we look up into the mountain, we can see the top peak of the mountain. And if I have to climb that mountain, I'll be afraid. So let's not look at the peak. That's my goal. I need to aim at the goal. I need to know what my goal is. However, I need to take small steps to reach to that goal. So let's focus on step 1. When we are in step 1, let's focus on the step 2, and then gradually to the peak of the mountain. So let's break our bigger goals into small achievable goals so that we can avoid procrastination. And last but not the least, I would like to say that we should always strive to be progressive in life and not to be perfectionist in life. When we can see that what we were yesterday and what we are today, we can see, if we can find that we are progressing, that means we are in the right direction, we are in the right path. If we need to see, or if we need to have a self-awareness that are we not progressing in what we are doing, we will not change our goal. We will just change the direction and we'll just change the strategy. So let's not strive for perfectionist or being perfectionist. What we need to look forward for is progress in our life. And let's not forget self-love and self-care, because when we love ourselves, we can spread love. When we care about ourselves, we care for others. So let's have first self-love, the intrapersonal skills, and then the interpersonal skills. Let's not focus only on the interpersonal skills, but also your relationship with yourself. Confidence, in one line, I would say it's passion plus patience plus perseverance plus practice. So there are 4 P's which defines confidence according to me. I would love to hear from all of you if you have few more P's which you can add on to confidence. But I would say that it's an umbrella, a big umbrella, wherein if you have patience in life and you trust the process, if you have perseverance and have the dedication and commitment towards your goal and never to give up attitude, and if you have the practice, when I say practice, practice has to be in the right direction. If you want to be a cricketer and then you practice with the wrong techniques, you might end up not being a cricketer. But so let's change that narrative which we have been taught from childhood, that practice makes a man perfect. I would like to change it to right practice makes a man perfect. Because if you practice in the right direction with the right skills, right guidance, right mentorship, then you can reach to your goal and then you can be nearly perfect. And passion. Of course, we need to know what is our passion, what we love to do in life, what makes us happy doing. So when we combine all these 4 P's, that develops our confidence. And confidence is an integral part of personality. So
thank you so much.
All from my end on personality development. I hope I was able to add a little bit.
Yeah. No, it was like we are in that particular mode, Nandi ma'am, we want to continue, but because of the time limit, we need to just be with the other speakers also, because we have eminent speakers who are like very much into this particular field. So I'm very much waiting from Rachna ma'am to just give a just highlight the things related to that. But before Professor Rachna Chakravarti ma'am is going to just keep a light on this particular thing, I'm just introducing her. She don't want any introduction, and let me tell you, she is actually, and then allowed to introduce her again and again. She's a committed senior lecturer with 26 years of experience at a leading academic institutes and students from various social and cultural background. She's an author, international speaker, counselor, social activist, founder of CVMD and CWMA. I want to know, ma'am, regarding something about your organization. And also she's a co-author of textbooks of our Maharashtra State Board as per the NEP guidelines. And she's also she got so many awards. I just gone through your brief, but it was not a brief, ma'am. It was actually, I was like reading and reading. I said, wow, I'm really blessed today to have you people, all of you. So she got the Best Writer Award in 2017, Noble Asian Year Award in 2018, Indian Star Icon Award for the social work in 2019. She got the World PhD Chakra Award for the Health Awareness Year 2019. She got a Teacher Innovation Award. She has so many awards. If I'm going to just go through, but I'm just right now I'm just reading a few, ma'am, because the time limit is there. But it's really, really very much. I'm so blessed to have you today here. She was the keystone. She's a keystone speaker for several educational organizations. Most Influential Women Award in the field of education in 2019. Green Ambassador Award for 2019. She also got the award Chakra Award for the explanatory work in the education field. She got also Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Award for the excellence in the field of education. In 2021, she also got Swami Vivekanand Changemaker Award in 2021. So there are so many things, ma'am, we need to just make sure that we are going to, you can just enlighten regarding the personality development. And mostly, I want to know the factors and the areas also, because I'm actually, I'm in a junior college where I actually have the teenagers who are actually need in particular thing. They need the personality development because they are in that particular stage where they have the most fear to be present somewhere and all that. So from you, because Nandi ma'am has already highlighted the areas. So I want the which areas, why we need the personality development, when we are going to start. That is the most important question actually from my end. When we are going to start this, what is the right age to just guide the anyone, whether there's a student or anyone else. Everyone needs the personality to be the. So because I want the answer from my question from my students as a student. When we start this particular, when we are going to start working on this particular. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much, Anita Kaul ma'am, for that lovely introduction. It was really amazing to listen from you. And you too are an energetic moderator, as I'm listening to you from the beginning. And of course, the speaker before me, Sutap Anandi, and she has obviously covered all the areas. Before also, she had said about personality development far and wide, being her perspective from her own point of view, which is totally related to everyone. So thank you so much, Sutapanandi, for highlighting the points, and Anita Kaul ma'am for that lovely introduction and bringing your question to the point so that we can focus what exactly and when is the right time to start with the personality development. So that's a wonderful question. But before I get on to my topic, I would like to thank and congratulate IDYM Foundation on their second anniversary year. So it's really a privilege that we are associated with IDYM for, I think, 2 years. Even I am associated with IDYM. It's really a lovely and knowledge taking and giving organization where we always grow and develop with our skills. So I want to congratulate IDYM Foundation on completing their second year. So on that note, I would come back to my topic, which is really very close to my heart, Anita Kaul ma'am, because being a teacher for the last 26 years, I have been also developing my students' personality and working on them and conducting several workshops as keynote speakers, only to see that this personality makes them a charismatic person and make them approachable to everyone. So I want to start today's delegation by a small quote: be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. So personality is a collection of the traits, behaviors, and attitudes that define a person. The word which comes basically, it is from which includes different roles. But today we have a diverse knowledge. So as ma'am had asked, Anita Kaul ma'am, when is the right time to start with the development of the personality? So I should say when the child or when a person is ready to face and talk to the society, to the social world, your personality development starts there and then. So you have to start with your development of the personality step by step. It is like investing in yourself, your qualities, and your growth. It is about building your capacities, nurturing your talent, enhancing your new skill sets, working on your weaknesses, and transforming them into strengths. So, if we can do all this step by step, we all have unique skill sets. We should not forget. So, we need to realize and come face to face with this unique skills which we all have. And your potential is multifaceted. So investing on your personality development is only to enable you to harness your strengths. Focus on the individual personality development to make you a more charismatic person, you have to develop your inner self. As already Sutapa ma'am had talked about it, your inner self needs to be more frequently used as your outer self. The importance of personality is totally undisputed in the professional life. So let me just start. Have you ever noticed how some people just walk into a room and light up the place? And have you always wanted to be one of those people? So right now it's the time for you, a charismatic, magnetic, attractive, and more confident you. So today I want to share with you 7 sure shot, super easy techniques to be this new person. So let's get going. And let me tell you that when you go to the internet, you will get 1,000 and million tips on this topic. But today, I will be giving you my own secret, which has been tried, tested, and very, very easy and sure short techniques to be this charismatic person. So, number 1 is the conversation ratio. At number 1, I always put conversation ratio to develop your personality. Why will people get attracted to you? Listening is a magnetic and a strange thing, like a creative force. And the friend who listens to us is the one that we are drawn to talking to cultivate the art of listening. So the perfect conversation ratio, I would term it as 75% of listening and 25% of speaking. And also when someone is talking to you, you cultivate the art of active listening. Very, very important. You need to be actively listening, like nodding your heads and going to like, ha, wow, amazing, really superb. But see that you don't use it too much in a conversation. So when you are listening to that person, the person gives you more importance. He or she will try to give you that matter which is ready. So you need to make yourself that personality, even though you're not speaking, but you are the center of attraction. So you can do that only by listening 75%. So that is what I call it as the conversation ratio. But you always need to avoid the Me Too syndrome, which is very, very problematic because we always get into the syndrome and making the conversation too big. Oh, yes, I too was in this similar situation. So that is wrong. Please let me tell you, avoid this, as this conversation is not about you. It is about them. And always maintain like kind eyes, sober appearance, all the time looking down, listening to them. That is very, very attractive. So the number 1 is your conversation ratio. Coming to number 2 is making yourself, your personality more attractive, is breaking with an icebreaker jokes. That is also very important. You know, when I have seen, I told you the techniques which I'm sharing with you has been kindly tested by me also. I become more attractive when I laugh at myself. Now, no friendly conversation is complete without some leg pulling in between. So you should become the center of attraction. You should try, excuse me, you should try to be, the joke of the day and enjoy that. See that people do not think you or use you much more, and never try to put that joke on others. It should be only on you. You take yourself and people start thinking that, yes, she is more, natural, and she is more not artificial soft. The person who can talk and smile on themselves is a real person. And people starts getting attracted towards you in the conversation. So start cracking little jokes here and there. But remember, you should not be talking about somebody else. You should be talking about you. So then you can be, your personality also grows. So at number 3 is the name card, which is very important. Let me go back a little bit to the Egyptian mythology, wherein we have Ra, the sun god, who had to walk through darkness actually every night. And, he had to fend off these monsters. And the only thing these monsters couldn't attack him because he knew them with their true names. So the idea of knowing true names is giving you power. So knowing somebody's name is like having power over them. So when you're talking to someone, try to use their names frequently. Like, hey, Sutapa, haven't seen you in a while. So when you use the name, you attract that person more towards you. Rather than telling, oh, that girl in that open hair, the beautiful girl. Instead of that, if you can just connect and say their names, your speech becomes more attractive and your personality is also becoming more charismatic. You want it to be more attractive. You need to talk to person and people using their names. So this will make you more attractive. And then coming to number 4 is the secret strategy. Let me tell you, this is a very, very secret to me also. I discovered it recently that when you say something which is very scarce, which is very rare, and people find it more attractive. Suppose, for example, you can share your secret to one of them, but see that you don't tell your secret to somebody and tell them that keep it as a secret, and you tell that secret to everyone, telling everyone that keep this secret. So then it becomes an open secret. So that is not a secret. So you need to really share some secret to attract the attention of the person to whom you are talking to. But remember, it should be your secret, not somebody else's secret, which you just now overheard from somebody. So that secret you need to maintain. And this will make you more, very charismatic and rather more approachable. People will start, they love talking to such people who are open up, they open up very nicely and they can share the secrets here with you. So this is very, very important. The secret strategy. Then coming to the roots of interest, that is the 5th main important thing which I want to talk here. That you might have met a person who has keeps on talking with the same thing again and again, and they keep you boring with that same topics again and again. So you need to make yourself more dynamic in your knowledge. You need to have that wide range of topics in which you can talk to. So develop a passion and interest, where you can talk in different topics while also being sensitive to others and respecting their own maybe preferences, their thoughts, their opinions. And also when you show interest in something, that is certainly going to get attracted to you. And at number 6 comes the magnet of friends. Now, often you might have seen home friends and build this great relationship with people by socializing. It'll be a great source of confidence for you. But it is important to be genuinely kind and caring and appreciative of people actually like you. Not only are for who you are, but you make them feel good when you are with this perfect magnet for all your friends. And last but not the least, develop the art of saying no. Why did I keep this at number 7? It's very difficult, especially when you had really a very, very difficult weekend and your friends invite you, and it's very important. You are overexcited to have this group meet. It's a kind of fine balance between making friendship, but you cannot say no. But you need to develop this to say it very politely, because it is very important that you need to be on your bed as well as go and meet them. Rude person, but a charismatic person and confident person is one who can say no very politely. So you can say, sorry, I don't like, I'll be not able to do this today for some opportunity that you might not be able to be obliged. No thanks, I don't need this today. So, you can use all this, that thank you, but I will give it a miss. So instead of directly saying no, you can use up all the skills and make your personality more charismatic and more approachable. This is what are the 7 tips which I wanted to share, which makes you a more energetic, more charismatic, more diverse. As a personality, you grow up every day. And remember, the day when you want to socialize, the day when you want to speak to others, the day when you are ready to speak to others, speak a longer conversation with others, your personality development starts there. That is the key route. You do not have to wait for any knowledges, or you do not have to go to any schooling or any extra trainers. You just need to understand what is happening beyond you, and you just don't need to bore others with your conversation. You might be having a lot of knowledge, but just remember the conversation ratio. So let me quickly revise the 7 important points which makes you, or makes your personality very charismatic and very dynamic. First is your conversation ratio. Never forget that. Never use the me too syndrome inside it also. That yes, it happened with me too. Because remember, no one wants to listen to you. It was there, the personality who was speaking. We have come to listen to him or her. Don't add in your perspective there. Second is start your conversation with a simple icebreaker jokes. And these icebreaker jokes can include yourself. Remember, if a person can laugh at himself or herself just a small bit, it makes your listeners feel that connectivity more, growing. So this is very, very important. Then at number 4 is the secret strategy. Always try to share some secrets which you have with you. Then fifthly is the roots of interest which you have with your friends. You need to have a diverse knowledge of any subject. You should be ready to speak and delve into any subject. Don't bore a person by saying on and on one simple thing. Have you found, or have you been placed in such a situation where you were bored? Oh my God, when will this person just go away and disappear into the thin moon and just trying to say always something? So just try to be diverse in your subjects of interest and make your conversation more attractive. Sixth point is your magnet of friends. Delve into all sorts of friends, the social friends, your online friends, your offline friends, and increase the arena. You need to talk to them as if every one of them is your friend. Not that only particular, 2 people, where Seema and Geeta, you're continuously talking. And when others come in, you like, no, from where did you come? You are not my friend. This should not be the attitude. People then start, even Seema and Geeta, after some time, will start moving away from you. So you need to be open to everyone with a wide, broad smile, together with your body language, which is very important, where you can attract the people towards you. You're just smile it loud and say that we are your friends also. Then finally, which I said, the art of saying no. Always delve into this. We know it's a little difficult to say no in certain situation, but because we know we need both the situation. We need to attend the meeting and we also need to be on our bed, because the last week was very difficult and you really need a good day's sleep. So learn to say no, but in a very, very somber, in a very peaceful, not giving that person that, oh my God, she was so very rude in saying no. Next time you'll not be called again. We will see to it that you are not invited. So you need to say it in a very better way. Let's see, I really have another important appointment. And if I am really free, I'll surely join you. And this is the way of saying no, but in a very polite and somber way. But we need to say no. If all the time you keep on saying yes, because you are very sweet. You always want to be very, very good to everyone. Then also it is very, very problematic because you will have so many meets together and everywhere you have said yes because you are the pretty you and you can never say no. So you need to say no also sometimes, but very, very positive way. So thank you so much. I think I really have to hurry, as Sutapa ji had said, that we can speak on for days, as I always do with my students. But Anita ji, I think I've answered your question.
Yes, yes.
You
Thank you
wanted
so much, Rachna
more
ma'am.
time.
Yeah, no. Thank you so much. Actually, I am really very surprised ki Sutapa ma'am and you, they were totally different topics. You have chosen a totally different two learnings. She was on a different topic and she made us understand a very different thing, and you made us understand a very different thing. This was so good to just learn all and unlearn so many things. Learn and unlearn was both process during your. Yeah, I'm going to show this particular clip to my students, and I will show them that how you need to be there, how you need to be say all these things, how you are going to say no. And most I really like one of your points among the 7 points is like secrets, which is really there. We think that we are telling the secrets to one person and telling the other also and telling them don't tell anyone. So this is really that you feel that you told them don't tell anyone, it's going to be spread everywhere.
So be careful that when you share your secret, that it
This
is
is
only
learning.
told to them.
And it's learning for everyone, ma'am, Rachna ma'am. It's not like that. And I'm so happy, Stapa ma'am and you, both of them are, we learn a lot of from her particular conversation, and your is totally two things, and we are just putting the treasure in our box right now. So already done from the Stapa ma'am and from you. And I now move on to the next panelist. We have Tejal ma'am, Tejal Vasa ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. She is the founder at Spirit of Life Learning Consultants. She is a psychologist. So I know that you can read out the minds very well. So that's a very good quality of a psychologist. She is a corporate educational consultant also. She's also an NLP practitioner also. She is president for the Rozgar Cell North Mumbai BJP Maharashtra. So you are the one of the very good areas, ma'am. Rozgar, to be as a person there as a president, the Rozgar cell. So it's like going to be give a very good boost to the students that they should know how to get placed after all these things. So I will also like to know from you. See, Stapa ma'am and Rachna ma'am has already just enlightened so many things related to the personality development. Of course, this is a non-ending actually topic. I don't think anyone can. And this particular topic, this is going to be go on topic. If we are going to spend, I think more, maybe it is going to be morning, but still, as the time is not too much. So I want from you, Tejal ma'am, how you are going to explain the personality development. What is your point of view related to this? Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, your mic is off.
Yeah, am I audible now? Yeah, so good evening, everyone. And thank you so much, Anita Kolji. You're being very patiently listening to all of us, actually. And it was wonderful listening to Sutapa and Rachna ma'am. They both of them have mostly covered all the points, actually. And it was learning for me also few of the new added points which I am going to use in my personal life and even for my students and even on the trainings we conduct, actually. So personality development, this is one particular topic. It is very close to all of us. It's very close to our heart and mind, actually. Because what is personality? When you say personality in Hindi, when we say it is a Vyaktitva Vikas, like Vyaktitva, or your persona, basically, right? And that's a Latin word. It's coming from, what your mask or your persona, your outcome, or what exactly you're going to present yourself, how you represent yourself, how you present yourself, basically. So when we say personality, we always say that someone is my idol, someone is my, I see him or her as an inspiration. We all have some inspirations in our life, right? So we always say that he's a great personality, she's a great personality. So how do we look them? We look there by their looks, by their outcome of body physics. Or how do we count as a great personality? So we count them as a great personality with their outcome of their behavior patterns, what exactly they have given to the society, first of all. So for me, what is personality? So personality is, if first of all, what in the early morning when I wake up, the first thing what we do is that we start thinking. So 24 hours, what we do, we keep on thinking actually. So I always connect personality with your conscious and subconscious mind, basically. Like, so 24 hours, what we do, there's a 60,000 thoughts comes in our mind, and we keep on thinking. That's what is the human nature. So now the thing is, first of all, what we do, we start thinking, and what is the second thing immediately do? Once we start thinking, we start taking the action, right? So once you have given command to your mind, your brain, so you immediately start taking the action. And then once you start taking the action, now when we have the routine life, it has become our habit. So morning, if you are getting up by 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, now it has become your habit actually. Why? Because your mind has given you command that early morning I have to get up by this particular time, and now the second thing I have to take this action, and immediately that has become gradually now your habit, and that habit has now become your behavior pattern actually, right? So what is personality? Personality is the outcome of your thought process. What are we? We are the outcome of our thought process. So if someone is saying who is Tejal or who is Rachna ma'am, who is XYZ basically. So they're the outcome of their thought process, their behavior patterns. So I always make them understand to my students also that when you say someone Abdul Kalam ji or XYZ, whoever you follow, or your father or mother, anybody, when you say that he or she is my inspiration, he or she is a great personality, how do you see them actually? I see them with the outcome, what they have contributed to the society, what they have contributed to their own lives actually. So that's where we call the great personality, right? That's where we see as a great personality. So when you say, if I have to become a great personality, so what do I have to do then? The next questions come immediately, like how can I become a great personality actually? So great personality comes at, first of all, as I said, you start thinking where I am going right, where I have to change myself. What is that one thing which I have to add in myself? And that comes gradually. You cannot become a great personality on the very second hour or the one day. It is not an overnight great personality kind of a thing. It's a process. You have to nurture yourself, you have to care for yourself. Not only the outside looks but the main basic thing is the self love is very much important. So when you start working on your thought process, first of all, that immediately impacts your body language. It immediately impacts your action. It immediately impacts your behavior pattern, and definitely is going to impact your present and future also. Like, so if I have to become a great personality, I have to check my action, I have to check my habits, I have to check my routine lives, I have to check who are my companies, like who are my friends, who are the environment, who my who are my friend circle actually. See, I have seen most of the students actually, what happened with them, that they have that strength, they have that kind of the spark inside them, but the problem is there is not proper channel to guide them where exactly they have to channelize their energy and channelize their that particular spark, their fire inside them. So the thing is, when you choose a company, when you are choosing your environment, you are actually choosing yourself, your future basically. So if I have to become great, I have to really choose my companies who are doing something positively in the society. So positively in sense, not about the who is a richer person, who is very good as a model, who is having good physics. No, not in that sense basically. The person who is something contributing positively in his or her life, and even contributing something in the other's life also basically. So when I have to choose my company, I'll definitely see what is the positivity that person is going to add on in my life. Whether if I'm upset, if when I'm sad, whether this person is going to contribute something positive in my life, or it's going to increase that sadness more in my life basically. At the same time, at the same time, what kind of education, what kind of wisdom, what kind of knowledge you are gaining from the society, from the environment, that actually impacts your personality. It comes from your parenting also, it comes from your society also, it comes from your childhood thought process also. But gradually, once we grow up, we understand our own psychology, we understand our own thought process. Now when we see the students, the students are quite smart enough or matured enough to understand, to channelize their process also. But the thing is, we need the right person to trigger them, to give them the kick actually. So as I said, I'll not emphasize much on uh, anything on to force yourself or to pretend something or to pretend some kind of a to wear a mask in the society. No, for me, my particular mantra in life is be you. Whatever the I have achieved in my life as a smaller thing also in my life, that is because I'm the real person who I am. I don't pretend anything in my life. Be expressive, be you, be natural. Talk to the people who you trust. And Rashna ma'am and Sutapa, she said very rightly, choose your audience very wisely. Never ever never ever express yourself where you don't trust people, or when you don't know what kind of the outcome that's going to come out of this conversation actually. And one particular thing which is very very important as in a personality: stop judging people. You never know what person is coming from, what is the story or background is coming from. We don't know anything about any xyz person. So if you really want to start a positivity in your life, start observing people, stop judging people, because we don't know anything about anybody or anyone around us. And keep learning, keep motivating, keep yourself healthy. And as I said, mentally, physically, the health is very much important. If you're mentally fit, then only you will be physically fit. It is not at all of use if you have a very great physique, very great body, but mentally, if we are not in a right state of mind, we are not going to give the proper outcome to the society or ourselves first of all. Today students, you can see, they are going into depressions, they are going into lots of negativity, they are going into lot many traumas. Why? The reason behind them, there is nobody to speak to them, there is nobody to talk to them, first thing. At the same time, how does the depression comes? So depression is the outcome of your continuously negative thought process basically. So once you start keep continuously talking or thinking negative about something, you get depressed about it, and that's where your personality get impacted. So anything or everything is which is an excess, that is always poisonous. We always see this thing. So you really need to, any whether it's emotion, whether it's like eating habit, whether even if you're too much positivity, I really don't believe in positive toxicity basically. Because what is positivity? When we say be positive, we always say be positive. So what is positivity? Positivity is not about that if I'm feeling pain and I'll keep on giving gyan to people, everything is fine, everything is going to be okay. That's not the positivity. So positivity is acceptance, is the positivity. You're feeling pain, accept it and start healing that particular pain area. That is the positivity. You know that it's paining and then you start working on your pain. That's a positivity, right? So when you talk about personality, positive attitudes is very much necessary. So positivity is not about to wear a mask and pretend that everything is very much fine. No, that is not the positivity. Express yourself, accept the pain going through, accept the problems going through. Once you accept the problem, then only you're going to get the solution out of it. Like, and as I said, stop judging people, stop comparing yourself from others, because each one is in a different journey. Wherever you are, someone will be ahead of you and someone will be beside of you, only behind you basically, right? So wherever we are in the perfect journey. We are not at all ahead of anybody, or we are not at all behind of anyone. We are in a perfect journey. So stop comparing that why she is doing very well, why that person is doing great thing in his or her life, why I'm not like that, why my body physique is not like, why she is very pretty, why I'm not fit. You have your totally different life, you are totally a different persona, you have a different body, totally different life we all have. So for that, you have to improvise yourself, you have to keep on working yourself, keep learning and stop comparing, because there is everything whatever you see, that is not the 100% fact which is being displayed or marketed in the area actually. There is something very much hidden in each one of all of our life basically. So accept the people they are, learn from them, filter whatever. If you like something, accept it. If you don't like it, take it as a learn. So today, one more thing I want to add on this thing. Someone said this man has done this thing, like actually that something was talking about. So I said I always learn from their mistakes. I always learn from the others' mistakes. I don't judge because I'm not there on their shoes. So I don't know what exactly the person is doing and how exactly this outcome has come from basically. So stop judging people. Accept them the way they are. Accept yourself the way you are. And if you feel that needs some polishing, some kind of improvisation, you need to start working on that. It takes years and years to become a great personality. There is no overnight chamatkar or jadoo ki chhadi that immediately you are going to become a great personality. So personality is all about your thought process, your behavior pattern, your habit, your routine, your outcome of your thought process, your outcome of your the things which you are practicing, your routine life. So that is what is your personality is all about. So if you want to really do something great in your life, start working on self first of all. Once I'm doing perfect for myself, definitely I'm going to knowingly or unknowingly I'm going to contribute to the society. Then I don't have to impose anything on anybody or anyone. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tejal ma'am. It was really nice. So it was new learning. It was really that we need not to judge anyone on the basis of their behavior or on the basis of ye. Of course, we should know what should be there in the past or what should be there in the present. So we cannot judge anyone on that particular basis. And we always make sure that the person, we should have that particular positivity to create that atmosphere, to create that good atmosphere around us. So it's really very good. Thank you so much, Stupa ma'am. Actually, I was like taking a particular feedback reviewing you all that when Stupa ma'am was talking, she said like fear, when you have a fear in your mind, then you cannot, when you are fear that like what is the result, then you cannot do anything. So leave that first stuff that she shows, don't think or hear, just go through and then just whatever is the result, just enjoy that only. So enjoy, so that doesn't bother what is the result and how you are there in that particular atmosphere. So don't worry. And Rachna ma'am said ki 7 indicators there. If you are going to follow those, you are going to enjoy. Don't worry. You are going to just live your life. So you need to believe in those particular 7 indicators. And Tejal ma'am already said that we don't have to judge on the basis of that particular person. That's really very wonderful, all of you. Now I invite all the participants who want to speak. Please, we have so many eminent participants here. I'm so blessed. We have Dr. Trivedi here, we have Dr. Iman, we have Uchi ma'am, we have Dr. R.K. Rajput. I'm a big fan of you, sir. And we have Mr. Gundi here. We have, or I don't know how many of them. I request if any one of you, please highlight something about more regarding the personality development, because this isn't, it is not only that we are talking about the students. It's not only about, it's for everyone, because every individual is facing such particular problems. The depressions are there, the fear is there, the thing that I am not right, I cannot do right, I can be judged, I cannot be there, I cannot take this. Me, just like Rachna ma'am said, you cannot say like, me also, me too, I also want to do the same. This is not like every time. And you should be a spark in a company. You should be the person who is always wanted there in a company. So it's for everyone. So we are learning. I'm really very well said. We are learning here today, and I'm really enjoying the conversation is going on. So I invite from the participants.
Hello. Can I speak? Can I speak, please? Sonal here. Sonal.
Yes, Sonal ma'am. Yeah, you are there.
Yeah.
I missed
So
your name.
no problem.
Just a minute. I just mute my.
Yeah.
Yes, Sonal ma'am.
Yeah. So I would like to speak is two things. One is practice the pause. Always practice the pause. Don't trigger the panic button. If you hear something from anyone, don't believe what the person is saying. Don't start creating false stories about person. That becomes a rumor factory. We have to stay away from the rumor factory, because the message that you have heard is going to go through so many processes with adulteration in between, and exactly the message is not going to go to the person as it is. Number one is that. Number two is face everything and resolve is the acronym of the fear. FEAR. Face everything and resolve. You should not start putting that fear baggage in your head and start saying, okay, abhi mere se nahi hoga, I'm not able to do it. Why not do it? Tilt the axis on the 360 degrees and see the shift. We are all innovators. We are all human innovators. We know we have the capacity to tilt everything on our own. Number three is, as Sutapa ma'am has said, be the eagle. You know, when the eagle rises higher up in the sky, it knows The moment it is flying very low, the crows come and peck it on its back. But it doesn't react. It doesn't show any reaction. That is called persistence. And we all need to develop the persistence quality. The moment eagle knows that it is being harmed, it is being injured by the crow, and it knows the weakness of the crow. The weakness of the crow is the moment the eagle rises more higher up in the sky, the oxygen level and the flight level becomes more difficult for the crow to handle it. Automatically, as the eagle rises higher, and as we as human beings start rising higher, no matter whatever the circumstances are, no matter whatever the challenges are, you will always get true supporters in your journey if you are authentic and true. If you follow the herd, you will go with the wrongdoers. If you go on your own journey alone, you are bound to win and you will get the courage to win whatever the challenges you have. So these three things I would like to trigger for all the people, for the corporates, for the students, for we as humans. Be human first and see the change in yourself. That is what it is. Thank you.
Said Sonal ma'am, it is like when we have already crossed that particular difficulty level, then we will never remember how we have gone to that particular level. So once we reach our goal, then we cannot remember. We even can't remember ki we have passed through a very tough road or a very thorny road. We have passed through that. So when once reached, then it is going to be sorted. So I want anyone other. Dr.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Namaste to all. Really, it was wonderful session by Sutapta, Tejas, and definitely always listening to Rachna ma'am. She always speak very nicely. Thank you so much for nice talk on the personality development. Only one thing I would like to add here, which I have done an experiment in my research paper when I was doing my MEd, that with the help of meditation and breathing exercise, the personality can be also developed in a very nice manner. So the point is that how it can be done in the personal in a way, because it requires time, efforts, and changes for the within the body. So for this, meditation and breathing exercise can make you remove your stress, and result will be very slowly, but definitely it will be a more stronger and happier version will come. It is done by myself with the help of 75 students in my school, in my school, and I found that there is a great impact has come when the children had been given the special training for the meditation and breathing exercise. So they could able to manage their emotions. They could able to feel less stress, what I can say, and be more enthusiastic and relaxed position. Whenever situation comes odd also, they could able to do it. So I just want to say add here. And one positive thing what I wanted to say, be a proton. Proton means just like it has a ability to do whatever you want. So be positive every time. So there will be definitely a potential will be there. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. R.K. Dwivedi. Exactly. Nowadays, it is much needed to do the meditation and all that, because after the pandemic, already everyone is having a disturbed mind and disturbed thing. So it is very much needed nowadays. Everyone should have to go do this particular exercise. I know this is the main thing that everyone, I think not only the students and all that, I think everyone need to do some meditation so that they can keep themselves calm and cool. Thank you so much. I request the second, Uche ma'am, you can speak now. You have raised the hand for so long. Welcome,
Okay,
welcome ma'am.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank all the speakers. You've done wonderfully well. I am not going to speak because the speakers have said much of what we know about development. But I want us to look at certain things. I keep hearing, and all of us hear, personality development. And I want to ask questions so that we can discuss it. When you hear personality development, what does it portend? For me, I don't know about the speakers. Does it mean that this personality needs to be developed? 2, when children are born, as you know, we all have personality, don't we? The children come with personality. Do we need to develop every personality that is born? Are there people whose personalities cannot be developed because they now become role models right from birth? Now, you also talk about personality development. So, to me, it calls to mind, I don't know what you think. With that concept, does it mean that because you can develop personality, does it mean there's bad personality and there is good personality? I also hear people talk about she is a strong personality. She has strong personality. And I never really could understand what it means having a strong personality, because personality means, from what you have said, your characteristics, the pattern of thinking, behavior, and feeling. So what is the strong there? She has a strong personality. And fourthly, when people, you tell somebody, oh, you're not, I don't like that personality, she's not behaving. They say, well, that's my personality. That's my personality. Is this okay? Because I also know that from what has been discussed here, that personality is about construction and deconstruction. So help me, who should be constructed and who should be deconstructed? Is it from birth? Are there strong ones? Are young people coming up? Is there any one born that the personality should not be developed? That is from birth, and the person goes and becomes a good personality. And what are the implications of having, if you think there is, of having a very bad personality? Thank you.
Nice, ma'am. Very nice. You have just pointed out very good questions. And I would like that all the participants, I think Dr. Rajput sir, you can just please highlight the points of the Uche ma'am. You can give a good answer for the same.
Thank you.
So I request Dr. Rajput sir, please, can we have the answers?
Thank you so much. Good evening to everybody. And I think before me, our sister Dr. Imam, she has raised a hand. So may I request Dr. Imam to speak, and then I will speak. Thank you so much. Dr. Imam, please.
Sure. Actually, I just saw I was actually into the ma'am's, what she was asking. So I was not able to see Dr. Imam. Yeah, Dr. Imam, you are most welcome. Yes.
Thank you very much, Prof. Dr. Rajput. I know that you are very polite and you are doing a great work. Thank you. Thanks for introducing me again. I'm very happy to be today. Really highly motivated lectures. All moderators are doing awesome work because they are talking about personality. I saw that we can't build ourselves without building others, and also we can't build others without building ourselves. I learned many things from all speakers and all moderators and all colleagues inside the discussion because they are talking about how to improve your personality, how to build yourself and others. I learned from Dr. Supata that rejection is sometimes required, not all acceptance forever, because I am one of the people who are doing acceptance forever. So sometimes I'm blaming myself because maybe this is not fair in my side, but yes, she said great words that we need also to reject unsuitable things and unsuitable people. So personality can be improved by many things. Besides improving ourselves, we need to improve others, because as academic staff member, I have some words in this regard that without building your students, you can't build yourself. You need to leave a fingerprint. You need to be remembered after your death, because we are not here to live without doing anything. So we need to prepare others. We need also to improve ourselves. Thanks a lot. I appreciate all of you. Thanks again for Prof. Dr. Rajput, because every time you are improving that, you are very kind and very polite. Thanks for introducing me before yourself. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Imam. Really, we actually, this is very important that we need to improve ourselves and we need to work on the others also to get the best environment. That's very true and very nice. Thank you so much. And now I can welcome, is anyone else before that has raised hands, because it was not actually, I was not able to see that. No hand is there, sir. Now I can invite you, Dr. Rajput, sir. Please, can you highlight on the points?
Thank you so much. Very good evening to everybody, and good afternoon to Uchi ma'am. Rather good evening now, because the time is now after 4:30. So first of all, let me congratulate and give my salutations to all the speakers, because I am what Professor Rachna said. I tend to be a good listener. I don't say that I'm a good listener. Right. So, and I always keep a pen and copy whenever I have something. So I was just writing the points. And that's the reason I have written the points, which Sutapaji has said. And then Professor Rashina said about the 7 points. So wonderfully, it has been explained. And after that, Tejal madam was talking about it so beautifully. And then Dividi sir about the meditation, right? So, and the Sonal ma'am, okay. So now coming to Sutapaji, you said about the 4 P's. So in front of you, one other piece sitting, 5P, Pramod.
Sir, I think now this ma'am is going to add one more P there. So I hope, ma'am, you got the 5th P here, right?
Only on the lighter side to make everybody laugh about it, because it's always good to laugh and enjoy. That's what Professor Rachna said, that it is always good, and make a joke on yourself, so the people should love it for that part. And then other point I was talking about, which Sonal ma'am has said, persistence. The 5th P is the persistence, because there is small thin lines difference is there in the perseverance and persistence. Right. So this is one thing which I have learned how to build a personality. So after listening all of you, I was just talking that what a good personality when we talk about it. So it's a good speaker, the person who speaks, how he's speaking, she is speaking, what the person is speaking, when the person is speaking, how much the person is speaking, and what matter the person is speaking. This is very important. Because it is not that you are a very beautiful personality and you have to be Shah Rukh Khan or Katrina Kaif in that. It is no. It is the way you present yourself, the way you add the beauty in the entire community, which makes a real difference about it, right? And you have seen in the pageant, it is not only all the white girls, all the Asians, they are now wearing. They're the black girls, they are getting the pageant also. So it is the thing which is coming up in the mind, which makes a person different. Second important point is how you treat the person. Do you treat the person like you have been treated? Which is very important. So are you respecting the person, which again comes as a personality. It doesn't mean that you give a respect to your senior and you start whipping your junior or talking something negative with your junior, because that is not a right personality, right? The third point is behavior. That the behavior has to be full of compassion, humility, humanity, which I was writing it down after listening from you. Then another point is empathizing the things, which is very important. Once you start empathizing the things, I think you'll be able to collaborate, contribute, which is the requirement of today, because collaboration and contribution is the real requirement. Then again, coordinating the things. How you coordinate to build the pearls together so that you can make a beautiful necklace of it, The beauty of the pearl is that how a person we are presenting it as a beautiful glittering necklace which we are presenting it. So this is the coordination which makes a difference. The another point is how you make yourself, because it is what you eat, how you present yourself. This is very, very important part, right? It comes in a part of the personality. How you wear, how you walk, what you talk, which way you groomed yourself, right? Today, if suppose I'm coming, I'm wearing my night suit in front of you, and Anita call ma'am as a moderator, how beautifully you have dressed yourself. Rachna ma'am always dressed beautifully. Sutaba ji always dressed. So this is this is also adds the personality. It also gives a beautiful perception about it. Yes, you want to see yourself because you respect yourself. And that is the reason you want to see yourself that yes, you are to be a good person in front of anybody and everybody. First in front of you, because your first person is a mirror. And from the mirror, you see how you look like that. And then another point which I like to say, the role model. Because in any personality, in any person's life, there is always a role model. Right. So if you start following the role model, if you see the lot of the role models which are there in our life, everybody is not a son of Ambani's. But when you talk about Mr. Pichai, when we talk about APJ Sir Abdul Kalam, and yesterday we are talking about Mother Teresa, right? They have come out from the very, very different part. So they are the real role model, which we can say we have started their things from the Phoenix part, right? From the zero to this level, which is again making a difference. So these are the things which are understanding. Now, how it comes? When you are talking about it, I was just writing it down. There are 5 stages are there. The first stage is the child stage. So child is a completely immature. What Sonal ma'am has come, or Ruchi ma'am said, that the boy, the child, it comes with the own personality. So that is a completely immature personality. And you know, in the 3 years, 4 years, 5 years of age, the personality started developing, because if there is a happiness in the home, the boy or the girl will always have that positive mind, happiness mind, appreciative mind. If in the family there is lot of the cruelty or lot of tussle is there, then the child will understand the same thing about it. So it start developing, because when I did my NLP part, when I learned something little more, when you people are more about it, because we deal with the professionals and we deal with the crude professionals, I can say in a very candid way, because they have the 30 years, 40 years, 20 years experience, right? And to develop them and to change, it requires thinking on the mind, working on their mind, behaving, how they behave, how they think about it. So we go deep down on that and see why this person is behaving in this way. Can we pinpoint that person to develop him so that his personality should be a contributor personality? So this is the one child which I'm talking about it, completely immature. Whatever he sees or she sees, they take it up. Second is when they are going to the college, right? The college is a group of the student. So it is a very old saying that the person becomes the book you read and the company you keep. It's a very, very old saying, right? And if your company of the students are very good, positive, you will find the entire child will be talking something great, something new. If there's a notorious personalities are there, and it is going to happen, you cannot change about it. There's a world requirement is there. There's there. You cannot make everybody better than the thou, right? So holier than the thou. That's a very old saying. So this is the thing which has to be taken care. So from the school side, we have to be mentoring that child. Mentoring that child. I didn't say coaching. I didn't say teaching. Mentoring is holding the hand so that the child can be converted toward the requirement which is there. Otherwise, if you don't convert the child is going to be a disaster instead of becoming to the strength. The third personality, it comes when the child, it becomes a professional, when it passes the colleges, right? And when he joins a journey of becoming a professional, at that time, it's a completely raw, doesn't know anything. So then there is responsibility of their teacher and guide and mentors, how to handhold the things and how to show the things. So again, it is not a person's problem or person's gap. It's a person who is attaining, right? The person, the right guide who is there. Because the person is immature, because the person wants to have fun. At the age of 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, somebody gets a money. What he or she will do? Non-married person. So they will enjoy the life because that's what their dream. But after 30, when they are in the particular age, when they are getting married or some responsibility, marriage or not marriage is a different part. But responsibility, when it comes, then the person starts changing towards a maturity level. So then the fourth step is the maturity and responsibility which come between 30 to 40. And if you see the people, they gain or they break, it is the different which you started putting the things. And after this 40 years of the age, then it becomes their actual real personality, which you see about it. So there is a different changes personality happens, right? It is there completely in our hand. What do you want to become? I always say, right, that you as a parent, you should build yourself that tomorrow your child stand in front of anybody, he or she should not give example of somebody else. He or she should give your example. If you are able to make it, I think you are able to fulfill your responsibility, which is very, very important. Because we all, at least I know a couple of people, we all have not come from a family which is having the golden spoon ever. In fact, not for me, let me tell you, I will not say for anybody else, but it depends upon us that how we build ourselves, so that people should take the example of us, right? So, and I was talking to one of the orientation message when I was called there in Jaipur, in IIHMR. I said, who is your role model? Somebody said Amitabh Bachchan, somebody said Bill Gates, somebody said this and that and all. So my question, I simply asked, then my question, why their father is not going to become a role model? Why the teacher is not going to become a role model? This is a very, very important thing to be thought about it. So we should put ourselves, that's why Sutapa ma'am said about the first, that the change, the first point she said about it, the change should start from ourselves. And to change, it doesn't take time, right? It is the same thing. In a very, very crude way, I'm saying, if somebody is getting married, right? And it is a family arranged marriage, and a person was, there's some relationship with somebody else, XYZ, right? And when after marriage, the person is not going to say, I will take 3 days of time, 4 days of time, 5 days of time. Immediately the marriage will get broken up. It has to stop. It has to be stopped, right? Because whatever your past is there, past. The change comes immediately from here. You have to change yourself on the day one. And you cannot, what she said about procrastination. Why procrastination? It means you don't want to change about it. You are taking it granted. You're taking it as an option about it. So it has to be a definite thing which is required, and it is only we can make a difference as a person, and at the same time as a teacher, as an educator, or as a professional, where we can help others to change. And that is going to, we say what Uchi ma'am said, the strong personality. When we talk about strong personality, Uchi ma'am, it is the way you speak. You speak from your heart. You speak the truth in things. You are very candid or speaking about it. And you are so true about it. So I'm just giving you your example. So you are a strong communicator, a strong person. You have the belief of speaking because you've seen the life. Today you are a grandma. You have seen your different stages of the life. You have seen the entire ups and downs of the life. So that is the beauty of it. That's why we say that Uchi ma'am is a strong person. So this is the age also makes a difference. The age and the experience. Experience teaches us that how to deal with a difficult problem, how to come out with, because you have given the third acronyms of fear, right? So I'm just writing it down. 2 acronyms by Sutapaji, third from your side, right? So this is a beautiful thing, and life is a learning. Every day when we come out from our home, we start learning, which makes a difference. And depends upon us what to choose, what not to choose. When you go and pluck a rose flower, it comes with the thorns. You don't pluck the thorns, you ensure that the thorn should be taken care. When at the same time, when you are giving to somebody, you will ensure that the thorn should not be there to the person to whom you are respecting and giving the rose flower to the bunch of the rose flower. You ensure it so that because you don't want to hurt. So these are things are there, which I personally feel it makes near to the, you can say, progressive personality as per Sutapaji, not the perfect personality.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Okay, let me
Thank you so much.
follow up.
Uchi ma'am, you
Let
can
me
just,
follow up.
Yes,
Yeah, let me
Uchi
follow
ma'am,
up.
you can speak.
Okay, follow up with Dr. PK, because why I ask this question is to bring out some of these things that personality development doesn't start from adulthood. And I'm so happy, PK, you raised it. It's like you're a psychologist because we all studied that in psychology. In fact, from pregnancy, the child starts being developed, the child's personality. I know some of you, the women, you will know that the child kicks you in your stomach. You can beat the child a little bit and it gets quiet. That's developing personality of the child. Right from there, you can start talking to the child and they hear from what we are told. So from the time the time comes out and it's born, that's also continuation of that developing the personality. And the child starts crying, no, shh, no. Oh, don't take that food. Oh, don't snatch that. You have to say, I'm sorry. You have to say, thank you. You have to speak the truth. Right from there, drawing, just like Rajput said, it's not just from adulthood, and it passes through various stages. From home, you go to school, you get there, your personality also, smoothened down by the school environment. Then you get married, go to work, get married. Your wife is also an influence on you. Also, your husband also helps to develop your personality. And in fact, all through your lifespan, until you die, you keep developing. You don't stop because you're an adult. You don't stop because you're a mother or a grandfather or mother or father. You continue because every experience, every meeting of anybody you meet helps to shape your life, helps to develop your personality. Because at times, like you say, you look at yourself in the mirror at times, they say, why are these people behaving this way to me? You go back and look at this. I probably caused this. So you have a change of heart. That means development. You develop it and then be able to attract others' presence. And it draws you onto the being strong personality, like Dr. PK said. Being a strong personality, I know I have heard that a lot of times. People say that about me. I never really got to understand that, but what I understood is like what PK said. But now with all that the speakers have spoken, I have added more on what makes you a good personality, what you should look out for. And I also think, adding to what Dr. PK said, if you know yourself, you're a strong personality. And if you don't know yourself, you're weak. You come out in a meeting and some people say something, you follow that way, another person says you go that way. But if you're firm, know yourself, know what you want. Even if you are standing alone, you just be firm. That is a strong personality. So adding to yours. Now, you have to bring positivity. There are some people who are negative. There are some people in every circumstance, they're saying negative things. And that is not a strong personality. That's a weak personality. Some don't have an opinion. They just stay there and listen. Are so weak. So how do you make contributions? Such are weak. But when you make your opinion known, you become a strong person. Even though some people don't like people who make strong opinion. In groups, when you make strong opinion, a lot of people seem to think that something is wrong with this person. So you also meet people. A lot of people who have strong personality like to meet people. They like to network because they are confident. Like Prof. Rachana said so. Confidence is one of it. So if you're not strong enough, if you're not confident enough to meet people, hey, how are you? Good meeting you. You discuss with the person. You're not strong. You're weak personality. And then you are not a good listener. You talk when people talk. You interject. Because when you listen, part of the strength in your personality is that you now get knowledge. You get skills from the other person and add onto yourself and strengthen yourself. But when you are not a good listener, you won't be heard. You won't hear the other person. So you're weak. You've not gotten anything from that interaction because communication is a question of give and take. So people need to work on themselves, those who are weak. And that's what I understand by being a strong personality, adding on to what Rajput said. And I want to clap for him for raising this personality development that we must know and who are involved, from parents, home, back to even your peers. the way you are trained is the way you come out with. You don't give what you don't have. And that is why the basis, the beginning of personality development is from the home, like Dr. PK said. And every parent must know that there could be bad personality. There could be good personality. Bad ones are the ones that are stealing, the ones that are kidnapping, the ones that are raping, the ones that are lying, the ones that are beating their parents. I met one day, I saw a young boy of 14 beating the mother and doing all kinds of things. And that says that boy has a bad personality. It wasn't, and I called the mother, I said, you didn't raise him well. You started too late. So let us emphasize that from childhood, from the home, every parent, you bring up a child, be it your daughter, son, grandson, granddaughter, from the home, make sure you develop the personality of that person to be an amiable personality. If you have an amiable personality, you pass it on. That is what I also heard from Dr. Rajput, so that the child grows up making good friends, networking. Professor Rachana said something, that such people, when you come in, or is it Rachana or Stopper? I think you must have also said so, that there are people, when they come into a room, when there are people, the presence, like the light is lit. It's from training, it's from upbringing, it's the way you are raised. There are some people who come in and they sneak in. Nobody even knows you're there. And that's because you have all these qualities. You're smiling, you've worn a good dress. The way you dress is the way you are dressed. And then you smile and you're warm. And everybody, in fact, people will stop what they're saying and then listen to you, welcome you. There are people, when they speak, that one I know happens to me. When they speak in a crowd, even if that crowd is making noise and such personalities speak, there's quietness. They want to hear. Why is there quietness they want to hear? Because they know that you're confident that there is something good that will come out from you. But if there's nothing good coming out of you, there's no message you will deliver, they already know you are not that kind of person. They'll continue making their noise. But if you are, as soon as you come up, it's somebody's there. Nobody's cautioned. There's quietness. We want to hear him. We want to hear her. So having a strong personality, that's where I'm deciding to, is very good. 2, the bad personalities are the ones that we need to deconstruct or construct, because they don't have, deconstruct or construct, so that they can behave better. 3, and more importantly, in summary, knowing that personality can be bad or good, we must start from home. Monitor the child, mentor the child up to the school, and monitor until even when your child has gotten married, the parents still follow up. And we keep developing our personalities until death do us part. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So much, Ushi ma'am. Wonderfully, wonderful. It was so wonderful listening. I think today was not the speaker only, Stapa ma'am, Rachna ma'am, and Tejal ma'am. All of you were the speakers today, and it was so nice to hear from every one of you. It was really the learning and unlearning process was going on, and it was like enjoying that particular every information, a little information even. Even Stapa ma'am was saying about the 4 Ps. Rachna ma'am was saying about the 7 parameters. 5. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I think now 6, sir. You have already given the 5th, and now it is 6th, I think, though. So, ma'am, you are very now. You got the and Rachna ma'am has given the 7 indicators which we need to follow. Tejal ma'am has given us that we don't need to judge anyone on the basis of particular certain things. So that's very nice. Dr. R.K. Dwivedi sir, that's for all these things we need to just cool our mind. We need to just take a long breathe. We have to breathe. We have to just meditate. That is very important to just, I think everything, whatever we are talking right now needs that particular dedication. That particular meditation is important in that particular factor. So then only we can take the right decisions. So that was important. Even the Uchi ma'am, she has asked a wonderful question. It was really the question that was actually the, you can say that the you can say that the lightening part of the this particular webinar. So everyone, Dr. Amy is also there. She has also done very wonderfully. All of you are there. Even the Dr. Rajput sir, I just add your sir that you have also given me today the stages of this particular year. You have given the stages of the childhood, the college, when we have to mentor them, we have to guide them in a very positive manner, the professional life when they are entering into that particular life, and at the level of the maturity. So you have given the stages. Ma'am has all of them given some particular parameters of the professional of the personality development. So we are very happy.
She's my personality developer. She's my wife.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Very good evening, ma'am. You're most welcome. So of course you are there. So everyone, I think the first session, I don't know, where all the participants are the speakers. Everyone is a speaker here.
Uchi ma'am, Anita ma'am, Sutapa ji, Professor Rashna ji, and ma'am.
Hi ma'am. Hi. Welcome.
And Dividi sir. She is my personality developer.
Yes. So you can see, like, so your personality is actually the best personality there.
That's why I thought, let me just call her. And Ruchi ma'am, now you are happy, na? I told about it, about the things.
Thank you. Oh, hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome. But we are not going to talk about it here now. We'll talk about it later, please.
Yes. Thank you.
Nice meeting you. And I want to just, before I just say thank you to you all. This was really a wonderful session. This was really a wonderful session, and I really learned, even myself as an individual, as a person, I learned so many things today new here in this particular platform. I would like to thank every one of you. So before we move on, I think we have, as per I just grasp up the things from you people, if we are moving in our life, if we are progressing personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, you will be happy. The main thing behind everything, if you want to achieve anything, first thing is that we need to be happy. We need to be self-confident. We need to be without any fear and all that. And I will not ek bahut achhi, I want to just speak this thing in Hindi. इसको end up करने से पहले मैं एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ कि this is a share. I don't know how to translate this thing, but ये बहुत जरूरी है कि ये सब होने के बाद ये एक शेर है, कहते हैं कि खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. That means you have to make yourself so strong that everyone is going to ask you what you want and where you are. So this is going to be the note of our year. So we have to just keep ourselves in mind by giving you all inputs. This was a wonderful session. Thank you, Ravi sir, for organizing. Even the Vishaka ma'am, I want to thank her also, because she was actually making this particular webinar ka ye thing. I want to thank Ravi sir. Thank you so much, IDM team. Thank you so much, everyone here. I'm really blessed to have with you today. And I'm going to just listen this particular conversation again. So thank you so much. I want to thank especially Ignite Dream India. I want to thank Dr. Rajput sir. I want to thank Kia Gonde, Dr. R.K. Dwivedi sir, thank you so much. Dr. Ilam, thank you so much. Professor Rachna ma'am, thank you so much. Tapa ma'am, thank you so much. And Tejal Avasaman, thank you so much. And I hope we will meet again. Sir, anyone with a note, koi ek share ya anything I want to listen from in before ending this particular session? Yes, ma'am.
I would like to. Okay, but Patricia, ma'am, you can carry on. It's okay.
Hello, no, it's okay. I just wanted to say thank you. I was putting my hand up. Maybe you didn't see, but thank you so much for this webinar. I just wanted to maybe because we were winding up, I just wanted to share that sometimes there's confusion between what we say personal identity and what we call self-identity, because nowadays we have our children whom we are raising up. sometimes they are affected, like what Dr. Uche said, that they are affected by their peers, by their community, and sometimes we don't know how to help them, and then because they want to align themselves to their peers. We need, as parents, as elders, to discuss with them, like what we were doing today. I hope most of our youths were listening, because sometimes it's just their attitude that makes them behave like that. Because attitude, like what some people say, attitude, not aptitude, will bring what? Your altitude. Yes. So I wanted to talk more on that, but I don't have more time today because up. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, everyone, all the speakers.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, we actually, I think time is already, we have crossed the time actually, but I don't know how the time passes this time, and I don't know the time is already 10:22 right now. Even it was a so interactive session that timing is not a consideration here. Like, well, I'm not even looking at the clock right now though. So can anyone end up with a beautiful share, yeah, beautiful saying साथ में ये
हाथ बांधे क्यों खड़े हो हादसों के सामने, हाथ बांधे क्यों खड़े हो हादसों के सामने, हादसे तो कुछ नहीं है हौसलों के सामने.
Wow, very good, sir. Very nice.
It's always so ear pleasing listening to Rajput, sir, I must say. I also messaged him in the chat box that I can listen to him for hours, for days, for months. I don't know, it can just carry on, and I can listen to him. And Uchi ma'am is not there, but I will not leave it incomplete without appreciating that. Yes, she has a strong personality, but she has a personality which shows that, or which is like a magnet. When she speaks, actually everybody is going to stop speaking and then listen to her, I must say. And since we are into that performer and platform of Shero Shairi and song, there's a song which is very, very inspiring, and I get motivated and I listen to that particular song every morning. And I would love to sing. Patricia ma'am, I will translate it in English. It's a Hindi song. I will definitely do the translation, and Imam ma'am as well. It is, very beautifully been written. It says that, ये मत पूछो खुदा से, ये मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये पूछो तुम खुदा से, ये मत पूछो खुदा से, क्यों मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये तुम पूछो खुदा से. Something like that. Okay, one second. Let me just, Rajput sir, you are nodding your head. Are you aware of this song?
I heard about it. I'll just remembering. Just give me 2 minutes.
Dr. Supata, please, if you know Egyptian very well, you will know that all of them are in love with Indian movies.
Yes.
Of course.
It's a culture in Egypt. However, I traveled to India several times, but I can't get.
I remember. I remember the song. So it says, ये मत कहो खुदा से, मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, इन मुश्किलों से कह दो, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. ये मत कहो खुदा से, मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, इन मुश्किलों से कह दो, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है.
Very nice.
मुश्किलों से कह दो, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है. For Uchi ma'am, Patricia ma'am, Imam ma'am, it says that don't ask your God, whosoever you believe in, that why am I in so much of difficulties? Why am I facing so much of challenges in life? You should say your God that you are bigger than this difficulty. So as long as I believe in you, as long as I have the belief in myself, I can face any kind of challenges in life. I can face any kind of difficulties, and I'll be successfully overcome all those challenges and difficulties, irrespective of how much time I'm taking. So have the belief in yourself, have the belief in the supreme power, and you can achieve what you want to achieve in life.
Rachna ma'am, you also end up with a particular शेर या एक line गाने की ma'am.
I'm just enjoying as I'm learning more. Singing is not really my cup of tea, but I'm enjoying. Sutapa ma'am is having a lovely voice. It's really wonderful.
Yes.
Very nice. Sutapa, I should sing with you on the platform. I like to sing. You have a beautiful voice. So I can join you and sing.
Definitely.
Uchi ma'am, you can just have a 2 lines also. Uchi ma'am, we want to listen from you also. Just 2 lines of the thing which is very close to you, either a song or anything. We are ready for. Just we want to.
Okay. To God be the glory, great things he has done. So loved he the world that he gave us his son. He yielded his life in atonement for sin and opened the life gates that all may go in. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear his voice. Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Welcome to the Father, His glory, the Son, and give him that glory, great things he has done. I have cough, so my voice is not as good as that of Sutapa.
Ma'am, you can also, please, if you can just sing for 2 lines. Imam, hello, ma'am.
Yes, I am with you. I can't do as like as them because
I want to end up with a very good note so that everyone should have a smiling face and always remember this particular session.
Singers, we are famous also with the Egyptian singers, but I can't. But to be honest, I loved the day. I appreciate all of you. It's not a new thing because I attended many Indian events as Indians. I am attending with Indians as the Indians, and also Indian colleagues attending with me as Egyptian. So it's not new, but really I appreciate and I loved the day. Because it done with experience and qualifications. It's done and running from the heart. Really, I appreciated all efforts. Thanks for IDYM, all members of IDYM, started from Dr. Ravi and also Donel. They are doing a great work. They are collecting us. Connecting people is a very great task. Because without connecting with others, we'll be in a great isolation. So we can't live without people. I appreciate all of you. I'm very happy to be today. Personally, it's highly motivative lectures. All lectures are highly motivative. I'm so sorry. Words from Prof. Rajput, words from Prof. Ushi, Prof. Supata, you also, your words, Dr. Cole, are very great. Really, you added a lot to the value of the day. I'm very happy to be with you, and all of you are most welcome to Egypt.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Rachna ma'am.
I'm coming right away. I'm coming right away.
Yes, Rachna ma'am. You want to say something? Rachna ma'am?
No, thank you. No. Thank you. Thank you so much to everybody. Our moderator was fantastic.
Gondi ma'am, you want to say something? You want
Me?
to? Yes. You want to say? You want to sing a 2 lines?
Gondi ma'am? Yes. Okay, yes. Just to say thank you to everybody. It's been a warm evening. To Tapa, Dr. PK, Anita, Rachana, Imam, Patricia Gonde, and the others. Wonderful, wonderful evening. At least I have loosened down by smiling and singing. Thank you, everybody. These are strong personalities.
Thank you so
here.
much.
We are strong
Thank you so much.
personalities here. And we are developing,
Yes,
by
ma'am,
asking
yeah.
me to sing,
Yes, ma'am.
you are developing my personality more. Thank you so much for helping me to develop it more. Thank you.
Yes. Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Hello.
thank you so much. It was really nice having you on the session. I'm very blessed that you all were there today, and I'm the moderator today, and I was like very happy that I actually, and very fortunate that I met you all today here. You are most
Yes,
welcome to
thank
India.
you.
And whenever you are
Thank
visiting Pune, make sure that just give me a call. We can have a meet here anytime, a coffee meet with you all people. I love to have with you all. So thank you so much,
Only
everyone.
coffee, me. Only a coffee. We like to have dinner.
Sir, I'm a I belong to Kashmir.
Rajput sir, आपने वो कह दिया जो मुझे कहना था. You actually told what I wanted to say, because she has already put that restriction, only a coffee meet.
No. I am a Kashmiri man. I belong to Kashmir, and we are very famous for our cuisine. So you are most welcome.
You are very famous for the noon chai. My wife is also from Srinagar and Jammu.
Yes. We are very famous. Our cuisine is very famous. Kashmiri cuisine is a very famous cuisine. So I welcome you all to Pune, to Kashmir. Whenever you are here, just give me a call. I'm just one call away for that. So you're most welcome. I welcome you to my home only. You can have a wonderful dinner, lunch, whatever you want.
And in fact, my wife is also from the same place. She's from Srinagar, Jammu.
Wow. So that is nice, sir. So you can know that, and then you can come. It is a beautiful way.
So then, sir, you can have dinner now.
Yes. We can have dinner, lunch, whatever, ma'am. And anytime you are coming.
Rajput sir already invited himself by inviting his wife that she's from Srinagar. So dinner is perfectly there. But for us, we need to decide, Rachna ma'am.
Yes. We have only coffee.
We are only there for the coffee.
We are there for coffee.
You are all for the dinner. It's not like that, ma'am. Coffee is going to be just ending our session with that particular thing. No, you are most welcome. And that's why I'm telling you that I'm a Kashmiri. We are very known for our hospitality. So I welcome you all for having a wonderful lunch, dinner, both with a coffee.
Wow.
With a coffee. Now I can say I want to correct my sentence. With a cup of coffee. And I'm inviting all of you. And thank you so much for being here. And most welcome. I know I'm going to meet you again, sir, whenever you are coming, or ma'am, whenever you are coming, all of you, definitely we will meet again. And thank you so much for this wonderful session, for this lot of learning and unlearning of this particular session, what is going to be take and what not is going to be take. That was very important part. So what we have to keep and what we don't have to keep in our minds, that was the important part. Thank you so much. Thank you, IDM. Yes, sir. Thank you, Ravi, sir. Thank you, the team. Actually, the team was telling you, look, chhod nahi rahe hain pura session. They were continuing the session. They don't want to leave today. They want to be here only. I'm really sorry. The technical team is going to be there, sir. I think from anyone from the technical team, sir, we want to thank you, sir. Is there anyone from the technical team? I think there is someone from the technical team also.
I think they are there. They will be there because the recording is paused. Yeah. So we can say goodbye now. I think that is the reason. Let us see. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
thank you.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
And have a great
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
From Zimbabwe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rachna ma'am. Thank you, Stapa ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gonde ma'am.
Thank you, everyone, for the lovely knowledge.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nice.
Thank you. I'm getting my first flight to India very soon.
Sure, ma'am. You're most welcome.
Most welcome, ma'am. Welcome to Mumbai. Welcome to Mumbai.
Yes, most welcome, ma'am. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, ma'am. Good night. Thank you.